Welcome back to Chasing Neat, where we explore bourbon, whiskey, and the stories behind the brand, and also the people who create that whiskey. Hello everyone, and today I have a unique bottle and a unique story both in how I got it and how it's made. So first, how I got it. I was sitting at my desk the other day and a car drove up and a person got out, and I didn't recognize the car, but I recognized the white mustache on the face of the individual. It was my old coaching buddy and friend, Jeff. And Jeff, I won't use your last name just to protect your anonymity, but he was coming to the door, so I beat him to it, opened the door, said, "What are you doing here?" And he said, "I'm finally bringing you this." And it was in a paper bag, so I didn't know what it was. He said, "I've had this in my car or my garage ever since I got back from Montana," where he was visiting his son, Shannon, who was our #1 goalie for our high school hockey team that he and I both coached. So he said, "Here, I'm giving you this." So I opened it up and looked at it. I'm going, that is a unique bottle, and I've never heard of this brand, this distillery, or this label. So we will get into this. All right. So the Montana Whiskey Company, as the name implies, comes from Montana, but is actually located in Missoula, Montana. And the person who founded the company is a guy by the name of Todd Berg, who is a native of Missouri, and he is also a decorated Marine, and while he was in the Marines, he went and did some projects he oversaw major construction projects across the Pacific Rim and Africa. And then when he was done with that, he came back to Montana, got his pilot's license, flew around, and for whatever reason decided he wanted to make a distilling company. So he founded this company, and this is their flagship bourbon. The Blackfoot River is the river that inspired the book and movie The River Runs Through It, which is a kind of a semi-autobiographical story of the author. And I can't remember the author's name, but it's also has a lot of fly fishing in it, which is why I'm wearing my fly fishing shirt. But the distillery opened up in 2019. They're very transparent. They source all of their whiskey, although they do have a distillery, so they are actually distilling and laying down their own barrels. So we hope to see some of their products. Now this particular one says distilled in Indiana, so I am very much guessing that is coming from MGP. But they do age it in Montana, so they buy the distillate, bring it in, age it, and then they proof it down with Montana water. Now, and then once they do that, they put it in these bottles, but these really aren't bottles. This is a stainless steel container. I don't know if you can hear that. It's not really tinging, but it's not like a can. It's got some resistance to it. Now, the reason he put this in a can instead of a bottle was, in fact, they worked on this design for 4 years, and the steel, and I'm going to have to look back at my notes because I can't remember the name of the steel. So this can is made of stainless steel, 304 stainless steel, and they spent 4 years developing this to get there. Now, the reason they wanted it to be stainless steel and not glass, number one, they wanted it to be able to be taken out into the woods. And they didn't want glass. They didn't want it breaking. So what they did was they worked for 4 years to develop this stainless steel container. It's the same, made out of the same type of steel that distillers use for their large stainless steel totes. And this way it doesn't impart any flavors into or take anything away from the bourbon. So again, what they were trying to be after is be able to take this with them on backpacking. So put it in a saddlebag on a horse, put it in their backpack, put it in the raft, put it in a canoe, not having to worry about it breaking. And then if they wanted to pass it around at the campsite, they could pass it around, they could toss it around, all without having to worry about any glass. So that's why they came out with this unique bottle or container. Let's call it a container. This comes in at 40% ABC or 80 proof, as we also like to say. And let's get into it. So it comes in, got this seal, which I guess I have to break one way or the other. I guess I could just do this. Ta-da. Hear that? And pours up. So the cap is wider than the pour. So I guess a normal pour, I'll have to test that out. So it's definitely light straw color. I've got the lights down low in here, so it's hard to say. Not much legs. I do see it coating the glass, inside of the glass, but we'll see. The nose, a little bit of ethanol, a little bit of a fruity caramel note. All in all, a little bit of spice, baking spices in there. All right, going in for the first taste. Light on the mouth, feel. Kind of a fruity caramel. Does not taste young, I will give it that for him. It doesn't taste green. I usually get like a grassy note or a what I would call, when you go into a barn with fresh hay or alfalfa that's brought in. I kind of get that taste and smell, but not with this. And now I'm seeing some legs. It is sweet, kind of a short to medium finish. That after feel is kind of astringent. It's not very sweet. So we're gonna go in for the second note. Okay, so more of the brown sugar, animal cracker. What's the other cracker? Graham cracker taste. But yeah, it's somewhat reminiscent of a Irish whiskey. Not that I'm getting a barley note on that, but just kind of a light aromatic. Hint of fruits. I don't get that caramel, sugary that I like, but it is on the sweet, kind of like that, a little bit of that fruit strike gum, but not going towards any strong flavors in any one citric. So yeah, interesting. Again, for 2 years. I don't know what the cost is, Again, my friend gave this to me, so I didn't ask a gift horse in the mouth for what the price is, but I do like it. Again, for 2 years, I'm happy with it. I would definitely have this at a campsite, sitting down outside with friends. It's not, again, at 80 proof, there's no sting, there's no hit, there's no harshness to it. It's nice, mellow, drinking wise. Yeah. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on there as far as flavors, about approach, but I don't hate it. I don't dislike it. There's nothing overly wrong with it. So Montana Whiskey Company, I appreciate my friend for giving me this, bringing me this back all the way, and we will be enjoying this, I am sure. So when Dawn gets back, we'll go through this and see what she has to say about it. But until the next time, thanks for joining me and keeping the chase up. So, Michael out.